Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my eBay haul for Friday and Saturday, June 14th and 15th. And I'm hoping that the birds in the background don't distract you. I don't think you can hear them over my voice. But you might. As I've said before, they're these little, I think they're wrens, and they build their nest in the stove vent right behind my microwave on the outside of the house, and their babies were born last week. And it seems this year in particular, I don't know if there's more of them than normal, but they're just very vocal, and they make noise literally from dawn till dusk. They do not shut up. And those poor little parents, you just see them flying back and forth like crazy with bugs in their mouth constantly. They must be exhausted, but they're the best parents. Holy cow. Can you guys hear that? Oh, anyway, moving on. Let me show you guys what I got. There wasn't too much going on this weekend, no rummage sales, unfortunately. However, this weekend in particular was more of a weekend for me than for eBay, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. Sorry, I'm trying to take the cover off or something. I don't usually buy anything for myself, unless it's something we might need around the house. But this weekend in particular, I found two things that I was actually probably going to put on my birthday or Christmas list for my husband, because he's always trying to get ideas out of me because I hardly ever really want anything. And these were two things that were going to go on my list, and now I got both of them. And he's like, great, thanks. Now I have nothing to buy you. But the deals were just way too good to pass up. But let me show you everything that I bought to resell first. On Friday, I only went to, I went to one estate sale. Thankfully, it wasn't actually being run by an estate sale company. It was being run by the family and, I don't know, friends of hers or something. So the prices were really good. And I took my daughter with me because she missed the bus that day. And really ticked me off because that girl will wait until the last possible second to walk out the door. And it's not like it's her first day getting on this bus. She's been riding the same bus now for 5 years. So she knows when it comes. And she still manages probably at least once a week to miss the bus. So I was ticked at her because I also had to pick her up from school that day because it was the day of the 8th grade dance, and you're allowed to pick them up early because, there's a lot of stuff they have to do to get ready. So I had to drive her to school and then pick her up. So as her punishment, because she can't stand going to garage sales, I picked her up and I said, we're going to Walmart to get a couple things that we need, to do your hair and whatever, and then you're going to a estate sale with me, and I don't care if you don't like it. She's like, okay, fine. So, of course, it was a house that was, smelly and half fallen down, and probably, I don't know, the place looked like part of it should be condemned. Literally the ceiling was falling down in one of the rooms. But she didn't really complain, and I did end up spending a whopping $5 there. So I got this guy just because I thought he was cool and different. I don't know what kind of wood he's made of. He's got a little chip in his foot right here, but I thought initially he might be a match holder, but I tried to put matches in it and they don't fit. His head doesn't close completely. So I don't know what I'll get from him. Hopefully maybe at least 10. But he does say, whoops, it's upside down here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because of how dark the wood is. Oh, there we go. It says Germany on the bottom. So, who knows? I just remember from Antiques Roadshow when they say, the most popular things are naked women, elephants, and cats. So, I'm still looking for that naked woman riding an elephant and holding a cat. Haven't found it yet, but I'll always be looking. Then we went upstairs, and the only other thing that we found in the bedroom and the adjoining bathroom was some really vintage, really dirty bottles of perfume. So there were a whole bunch of bottles of perfume in the bathroom sink. They were all really dusty, but I picked out some. These look way better than they did when I initially bought them. But this is called Bal au Versailles Cologne. And I can't remember what this name is down here. If I figure it out, because it's too small for me to read even my glasses. I'll try and put it in the captions. But this is almost full, obviously vintage. I think I can make like 20 plus shipping on that. I think 15 to 20 maybe. And then this one is called Ambush. This is by Dana. Usually most Dana colognes don't sell very well, but since this one is pretty old, I think I can get, is it 10 to 15? It's either 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 plus shipping on that. And I paid $1 a piece for everything from this sale. So $1 for the elephant and $1 each for all the perfumes. Then I saw this bottle. I immediately knew before I even picked it up that it was L'air du Temps. And it was vintage. And one of the reasons I know it's vintage, other than what the bottle looks like, is because you're probably not going to be able to see this on the bottom, because I can hardly see it. But on the bottom here, if my camera will ever focus, good God, I guess not. Okay, doesn't want to cooperate this morning. It says Lalique. Lalique made the bottles for L'air du Temps at one point. So this I think is a 2 ounce or 2.5 ounce. What did I write on here? 48 milliliters. So, and it's a spray. So, I think, yeah. So I think maybe 20 to 30 on that, plus shipping. And I'm not sure yet whether or not I'm going to sell it by itself or sell it with this next item. We found this in the wardrobe in the bedroom that was right next to this bathroom. This box was a filthy, disgusting mess. There is still a lot of foxing all over it, all these little brown spots. But that shouldn't really be an issue because everything inside looks immaculate. You can really see the foxing in the lid there. But there is a... yeah, I didn't put the amounts down here. But there's a tiny thing of body cream, a little thing of perfume, and then this is a little tiny travel soap, which doesn't want to open now. It did before. There we go. How cute is that? So I'm hoping to get probably 25 to 30 plus shipping on that. So that was that estate sale. My daughter was oh so thrilled. But like I said, she didn't really complain too much, so. She also knew she didn't have a leg to stand on. So that was Friday. So then Saturday I went out, and I wasn't very motivated Saturday. There was actually a rummage sale about an hour away. I've been to it before, but I just wasn't feeling it Saturday morning. I was tired because the dance was the night before. We had to pick her up at like 10:30, and then we were up for a while after that talking about it, and I was just tired. So I didn't even get to the first sale until I think like 9:30, which is really late for me. And I'll show you what I bought there at the end, because that was one of my amazing deals for myself. But then after that, I went to a few more sales. And from one, I got a couple things and spent a whopping $2. For 25 cents, I picked up this Millefiori glass paperweight, the red, white, and blue Millefiori inside. It's not marked. It's nothing major. but definitely worth more than 25 cents. So if I get 10 plus shipping out of it, I'll be happy with that. And then the other thing I bought from there, which I have to be careful pulling this over because I have it plugged in, is this piece. Now, I usually don't buy Thomas Kinkade because most Thomas Kinkade doesn't have the best resale value in the world, unless obviously you're like selling one of his actual paintings or something. But this was just too pretty, and like I said, it only cost me $1.75. But it's this gorgeous porcelain gazebo. It looks like Lenox, but it's not marked. It's not marked Lenox. But it says Thomas Kinkade down there. I don't know if there's a year. 2005. Make-A-Wish Cottage. And it lights up and it plays music. So I will turn on the light. There we go. And this is a little stem that you can move back and forth so that it plays music, but I think my daughter was messing with it, so it's not wound up. There we go. Okay. Now, the only thing wrong with this, and I actually don't see it as a negative, but some people might, is that the picture all through this cylinder in the middle has all this crazing, and crackling, which it's, whoops, hello, stop moving, which it's not supposed to, because I compared it to the original that I saw in some pictures online. So it's not supposed to have all that, but I have seen them sell with this crackling, and it's fine. So I actually prefer it, so I'm sure there's somebody else out there who wouldn't mind this at all. So I think I can get at least 20 to 30 plus shipping on that. Oops, let me turn the light out. Okay. So that was it at that sale. Then I went to another one. A lot of the stuff was pretty expensive. It was one of those ones where you walk around and somebody follows you everywhere, and every time you go to look at something, they have to tell you the history of it, where it came from, what it's worth. Oh, that drives me insane. So I was about to turn around and leave, but then I saw this big cardboard box full of Christmas ornaments. And the lady's like, oh, they're just $1 a piece. You can just, go through them, and if you find anything, they're $1 a piece. I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I turn my back to everyone and go through this box, everyone will leave me alone and let me look through this, which they did. They got preoccupied with everybody else at the sale, so I kind of lucked out. So let me show you what I got from there. The first two ornaments I got, I might actually keep these because they're so pretty, but they're both the same. And these are these really pretty silver, like mercury glass type, like teardrop shaped glass ornaments. And then they have these plastic, like Moravian stars on the bottom. And they're just beautiful. And there is a remnant of a tag on this, and it says Department 56, or else I can make out the 6 on it, and it's the same, logo as Department 56. So I could probably sell these together for maybe, I don't know, 15 plus shipping, something like that. But I may or may not keep them, because I might hang them off my wall unit in the other room at Christmas time. But we'll have to wait and see. Then I got two really pretty glass ornaments. I'm trying to get the bubble wrap off this other one. And I absolutely could not pass these guys up for $1 a piece. They're beautiful. These are, well, this one doesn't have a sticker on it, this silver one, but this one does. And it's basically clear glass cased in cranberry, and then they've etched out this design and painted it with 24 karat gold, which is just stunning. And yeah, the label is down here. It's right here. It's hard to see because the label is printed in gold and they put it on top of gold. But it does say made in Egypt, 24 karat gold, and it's just beautiful. This one doesn't have a sticker, but it's so similar to this one, especially the bottoms and the tops of them, that I'm sure this one is the same. It's just clear glass etched and painted with silver. And I think I can get like 20 bucks a piece for these guys plus shipping. And then the last one I bought from that sale was this guy. Very different than the other ones you just saw. But I got this one because I just thought it was interesting with this animal dressed in Native American attire and riding a motorcycle. And then on the bottom, it was marked and says Robert Shields. So I looked him up. He has a bunch of figurines on eBay. I don't think there's many ornaments. This one's definitely not up there. But the figurine of this ornament, the full-size figurine, I think they want like $60 to $80 for. And this is called Chief Riding Bear. So I'm hoping to at least get maybe 15 to 20 plus shipping on him. But he's definitely going to go up for auction because there are no other ornaments like that on eBay. So then I went to another sale, just one by itself in this little neighborhood, and I walked around it a couple times and was like, there's nothing here. And then I saw something that caught my eye, but I wasn't really sure. So I was walking back to my car and I looked it up and I stopped in my tracks. I'm like, I need to go back and see how much that was. So I did. And what I bought was this. This is a pair of Nike Studio wraps, mainly used for people who dance, who do the bar exercise classes or yoga, anything like that. And they don't look like they've ever been used. If they have, they've been very well taken care of. And they come with a bag that you can wash them in. So I went up to the guy and I'm like, how much? He goes, I don't know, give me $1. Well, okay. So I gave him $1. These are actually selling, even used, you guys, I think, for like 50 bucks a pop. If you buy them brand new, I think they're like 80, which is absolutely insane. So keep your eye out for these Nike Studio wraps. Something new that it's never even crossed my radar before. But that's what I love about this business. I love discovering all these new things. You never get bored with eBay. So then I was on my way to a flea market, and because we have a little town right across the highway from us. They used to have a flea market for years and years and years. Then they closed it down. It's closed for about, I guess, like 3 years now. And now they opened it again. So I was excited to just go and check it out. And there was a sale right near it. These people have a sale all the time. They always say their prices are dirt cheap, and they're usually not. So I either end up leaving or I end up like haggling with them. So from there, I got some quilting things and a cross-stitch tablecloth. She gave me the tablecloth for free. It's in great condition. It's partially finished. It just needs more floss, which is very easy to get since they tell you what numbers you have to go and buy. But this is what it looks like with this Christmas tree design all over it, as you can see. And this is from Tobin. I've sold their bedspreads before. I got a few down in Florida at a rummage sale when we were down there visiting my mother-in-law. Crud, I got dirt on this. Great. Well, I'm going to have to get a baby wipe and fix that. But maybe, I don't know, 15 on that plus shipping? Maybe 20. Then I got these 3 quilting tools. These two are easy angle. And then this one is Dear Jane tools with a square and a triangle. And when I initially went up to her, she's like, how about 10 for all of them? I'm like, no. She goes, okay, what about 8? Because you know they're brand new. I'm like, I realize they're brand new, but this is a garage sale. So I was about to put them down and walk away and just get the tablecloth. And she's like, okay, fine, 5. I'm like, all right, I'll get them for 5. I think I can get 15 to 20 plus shipping on those. And then, actually on my way to that sale, I ended up passing another one that was unadvertised. And I picked up this little guy who is adorable. This one's from Bucilla, this cross-stitch kit. It's called Mad Bluebird. It is open, but it's in absolutely brand new condition, and there's even some hoops in it, which is an added little bonus. So maybe 10 to 15 plus shipping on him. So that, I think, was it as far as things that I bought for eBay. So I'm going to start this and stop this again, even though I still have like 2 minutes, because I want to show you these last 2 things, and I don't want this video to stop on me when I'm not paying attention. Okay, so like I said, this weekend was kind of more about me than eBay. So at the very last place I stopped, it was the flea market that I was just talking about. And as soon as I pulled into this little field where they have it, there were probably about 20 vendors. It was 12:30, they closed at 1, so some of them were packing up. And I was just going more out of curiosity than to actually, you know, find stuff to buy. And I pulled up, and my car was here, and there was a table right here. And as soon as I looked at the table, I went, oh, that's a Thomas Piccone Christmas figurine. I'm like, oh my God. Now, I collect Thomas Piccone glass Christmas figurines. I have them all over my house. I think I have like 11 of them until Saturday. Now I have 12. But they used to sell them on QVC. My mom bought me a few to start, and I absolutely fell in love with them. And then I started buying a few more on QVC on clearance, and then you couldn't find them anymore. It's like they just kind of disappeared. And the only place to find them was either eBay or Facebook Marketplace, or did I say eBay? I think I did. Garage sales, eBay, Etsy, you know, that kind of stuff. So I walked up to the guy's table, and I saw this guy, and it's hard to fit him into frame. So I'm probably going to have to lift this camera up and hold him at the same time. There he is. Isn't he beautiful? Oh! So, I saw this guy sitting there. I'll show you his face. And I looked on the bottom, and they're always on a wooden base normally, and they're marked with this little insignia, and they say Thomas Piccone Classics right here. And it's really the only thing I collect anymore. So I asked the guy how much, and he said $24, which was more than a fair price for that. And at the time, I didn't even know he also had the original box and the COA and everything. I thought it was just the figurine. So I said, oh, okay, you know, thank you. And he goes, oh, do you like it? And I go, well, yeah, actually, I collect them. And he goes, oh, really? What kind? I guess he thought I just meant like glass Christmas figurines. I go, Piccone's like this one. He goes, oh, really? I go, yeah. So I walk around the flea market, and I come back around, and I had to pass his table to get to my car. So as I'm passing his table, I'm passing a little slowly, and I, you know, look at the figurine again. He goes, were you the one asking about the teapot? And I said, no, I was asking about the Santa. He's like, oh, yeah, that's right. And he goes, so, do you want to make me an offer? And I looked at him, and I go, I said, any other day, I said, I would make you an offer in a heartbeat. I said, but honestly, I said, I don't want to insult you because I only have 12 bucks in my pocket right now. I said, I was on my way home. This is my last stop, and that's all the money that I have left. So I said, but, you know, thank you very much. And I walked towards my car. Get in my car, I back up, and I'm starting to pull out toward the driveway to get out of this field. And the guy flagged me down. And I rolled down my window and he's like, you know, he goes, I can tell you really like this and that you'll really appreciate it. He goes, I'll let you have it for 12. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He goes, I know how much you like it. So then he opens his trunk and I see he's got the box and the COA and everything. And he's packing it up. I'm like, oh my God. So I thanked him up one side and down the other. And he's like, yeah, I had the Christmas tree too. He goes, I'm sorry, but I don't have that anymore. I go, that's okay, I have the Christmas tree. I said, now I'm looking for the Nutcracker. The Nutcracker is like my white whale, my unicorn. I've seen him on shopgoodwill.com and eBay and have never managed to get him yet. So I still have something for my husband to look for Christmas or my birthday. But he was a little ticked that I found a figurine that I didn't have and bought it myself, because that's always something that he can get me. He got me the teddy bear for Christmas this year that I didn't have. But I'll figure out something he can still get me. Okay, so last but not least, guys, this was like the pièce de résistance. This is from the first sale I went to. It's a moving sale at like a 7,000 square foot McMansion. They actually didn't have a lot of stuff in there. But they were selling all the furniture, but their prices were amazing. Like, they wanted to move this stuff out of there. And it was the family doing the sale. So I'm walking around, and at first I'm like, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything I want. And, you know, maybe it's the bust. I'll have to go to the next one. And then I walk into the dining room, and sitting on a dining room chair is a salad spinner. And under the salad spinner is this bright orange box. And I looked at the box and I went, oh my God, I wonder if that's brand new. So let me show you what it was. Oh God, it's so heavy. Here is the box. And it says Le Creuset. For those of you who do not know, Le Creuset makes cast iron cookware. It's like the Rolls Royce of cast iron cookware. It's enameled. It's beautiful. You see it on cooking shows all the time, and it is extremely expensive. I think this particular one, which is a discontinued color, by the way, so you can't even buy it now, but this particular model in Williams-Sonoma, when it's not on sale, is like $375, which is insane. So, I don't know if you guys can see this over here, but that is the sticker. And it says $25. And I almost like fell down and had a heart attack in the middle of the sale. So I'm like, that can't be right. I'm like, it's probably not a Le Creuset in there. So I'm going to open this box and show you guys what I got. It is brand spanking new. It's black, which I kind of wanted a funky color, but now I'm kind of falling in love with the black, so I'm okay with it. But this is a 6 3/4 quart oval Dutch oven. And sorry, moving the camera, guys, but I have to move the lid. But there it is. Oh my Lord, it's gorgeous. It's just so pretty. And like I said, brand spanking new. So I got so excited, and so I pick it up right away, and I'm trying to carry this thing around with me, and finally some girl comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, she's like, can I please take that from you, and I'll put it in the hold area, I'll make sure no one takes it, you know, I know how heavy it is. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, please make sure nobody takes it. So hold on, I'm gonna get the lid. I'm sorry, I'm making people dizzy. But anyway, I have always wanted a Le Creuset. Never had one. And I was going to put it on my Christmas list this year. And now I got one, brand spanking new one, for 25 bucks. So my husband, even though he's a little ticked because now there's practically nothing on my Christmas list, he is very happy that he doesn't have to spend hundreds of dollars on a new one of these. So, you know, the garage sale gods were very good to me this weekend. And I'm very happy. And if I find nothing else for myself this whole season, I'm good with that. So that's it, guys. I was thinking about selling this and getting myself like a funky color, and then I said no, the shipping's gonna be crazy. It's heavy. I'm just gonna keep it. It's pretty. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.